And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Going to the air right away. Hooker. Throw right side. Going to be taken in by Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Right side to Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tune. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Tune to throw it. On the move to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Hooker. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's Nwangu. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And Tune to throw it now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing, Tune. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Tune. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tune gonna throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julian Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Hooker now off play action. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Henry up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tune. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hooker's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Tune. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hooker on first down. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Hooker out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rolling to his right. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly they get to the line. And now an audible here into something else. Quickly to Addison here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st down throw here. It's Hooker. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a bootleg with Hooker. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's Tune. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
touchdown, Vikings! Jackson Smith and Jigba, 42 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Jordan Anderson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Second down, they go again with Henry. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They go jet sweep here with Williams. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Finding room at midfield, and this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone as a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hooker to the air yet again. Flushed out right. I had a man open, missed it, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll get this to the 22. So they begin the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Throwing, Tune. and Manny's got him to tight end Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Tune. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Nice throw here, right side. He holds it in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Now the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, they'll run with the Wandu. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Give left side here for Nwandu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Tune going to throw it. Steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And Tune to throw it now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Handoff right side to Wandu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwandu punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds yards across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Flush to his right. That one let go deep for Laporta. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On second down, here's Henry. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hendon Hooker, 64 yards. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're into the some 6 points. They're going option play on 3rd down. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
A little luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's 1st and 10. Hooker to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off the option, here's Henry.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Clock in 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Hooker. That is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving them nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated right there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-9.